Um, my publisher was asking if I would say a few words about a poem before I read it. This poem is called The Dinner Party, and it's about my neighbor Walter, who killed his wife, I think. I made the pig thing, but with my horse instead. Dug a hole, cooked it for 2 days. Added carrots and Kennebec potatoes, so no one would recognize him. Walter kept looking at my gun. I was like, hey Walter, eat something. And Ned was looking at Walter, but still talking to other people. One false move is what everyone was thinking. And Lydia, do you remember her drawers drawing on the line how it scared the horses? She straight up wanted the recipe. I said, first you need a mare that wants a stallion, then you need a stallion, raise the baby, and butcher it before it goes to college. Dave and Deb laughed like seals. It's been 5 years, but I still think Walter killed his wife. Next I'd like to read a poem called Immortal, the title poem really. I'm going to try to read this slowly, so I don't sound like Mr. Rogers. Good morning, angelfish. Why is it so hard to kill you? The others were easy. The green bird flew away and returned to nest in my lab's soft jaw. What if my tabby mixes, crushed by tires, decapitated by foxes? Even the last of 5 dogs stopped bringing back the ball, and less than a mile from the house, a hayfield where I bury horses. But you refuse. In spite of my forgetting to feed your feed or new carbon for your bubbler, once I left you on the porch, you lived for 2 months eating uncautious flies that sipped your tank water. Come on, little triangle. Is your song here not complete? Why won't you die? I like to do a little gardening. And this poem is called Maine is Not the Place to Grow Bougainvillea. In spite of lakes and loons and strawberries big as your skull, a more thoughtful lover would have dug out a birch canoe, carved hearts in the varnished paddles for you, the water, the birds, for you. Instead, I bring a tropical plant to our lakeside cabin, as if to say I'd rather be in New Orleans with its crayfish and red beans and salty zydeco. I imagine her sunning herself on a chicory mat, surrounded by Japanese poetry. Bougainvillea is almost 1/4 of a haiku. Mine is like an octopus, thorny arms, reaching over a yoga pose of pink and red. That plant will die in a few weeks, she says, and then we'll all have to deal with your grieving. When flowers die, do you sing people? She backs down. The air and water are too pleasant here. The muddy sun, midday sun, warming her bare Cajun moments, all too nice to argue the impossible. Where do you want to put it? Over here, I say, by the banana tree. So, okay, just a few more. Lately I've noticed that there's been a lot of excitement about poets going to Spain for a few weeks. So I thought I would write this. It's called, What is So Great About Spain? I wish you weren't in Spain. I wish you were at my farm taking care of horses and I were in Spain. Why do you keep talking about Plaza Mayor in Spain? Do horse meat sandwiches taste better in Spain? The winding stone walks in Spain, and staircases on hillsides in Spain, and the warring sons of Abraham in Spain. If I needed a history lesson on Spain, I hope you've not tried to fight a bull in Spain. I hope you're not wearing spangled fringe and sad eyes. Have you ever been making Lorca and heard a protest rally and then another different protest in Spain? Maybe you don't applaud street theater because it's so amateur. Old places like Spain are supposed to be more professional than that. Come on! Weren't you young once? Didn't you ever wonder how to gallop a horse in Spain? Spain is flying along, it breaks an ankle and grinds its stump into the ground, but keeps running. I wish there had never been horses in Spain. Winter is so winter without you. I wish there had never been Spain. And then I'll just end with, I don't know, I mean, it's a poem that makes me think of, oh wait, no, I have one more poem. This is called Fallen Language. I built a country cabin on a sentence, not beside the sentence, not with a great view of the sentence. I built a house directly over the sentence. I quarried stones from the sentence. I milled beams from trees that shaded the sentence. I mitered glass panels because I wanted to see the sentence from every angle, feel the sentence, hear it, the angel rushing inside me. I didn't want anyone to think, oh God, what a beautiful house. I wanted everyone to think, what a beautiful sentence. Each room shuffled infinity with cantilevered morning sun falling on the sentence, dappled like Pennsylvania. The sensation was one of floating and swaying like jazz without the graffiti of hips and horns and blues. And in the middle of the sentence, in the deepest part of the gorge, a singing dream flowed from all the words that came before us, like sheep, sleep, exactly like sleep. And a small fish or two breathing in gutsy circles. I did not make the sentence, but I loved it so, loved even how it groaned in cascading tiny darkness from so much elation. I stayed for a few nights to wipe my eyes, and then I drove to Cuba. And then this will be my last poem, I guess. It's called The Bat. I guess it's kind of like what we're going through lately. A machete is an extension of your arm, not your grip. In this, cutting resembles tennis. Forehand with a backspin slice into the messy tops of ragweed that clutter the fence post. I'm good at it. The way some are natural at surfing or smiling in the face of incomprehension, 15 love, 30 love. I behead my way around the field we hayed last month, noticed but not reacted to by grazing cousins, swinging and chopping. There isn't any measure to consider how anyone can be hurt. On the west slope, I bury horses, Tommy Starfish, Charred Angel, nothing easy, like a cemetery of punk bandmates. Like John Lucas and Ash, I learned to play on clay, rolling out the dew each morning. I was known for a devastating second serve after the shock of an unpredictable first one. A few friendly bounces, a toss in the air, and it might sail to the river or smack an opponent between the eyes. Once, finding me with a machete, my love asked, "Why so many telephone poles in the graveyard?" And I didn't have any answer except a quiet assent at the semi-horrifying nature of mixed doubles. She'd lately been tending a juvenile bat rescued from the bank barn. Its ear was bent. I knew she wanted me to ask after it, so she could tell me its ear was better, although he still wasn't moving around much.